the King of Kings.
Extreme Show with yours truly, AL-Mazeedi. Now last week have been a crazy week for me. I've been through a lot of stuff. The most important thing is not airing the 29th episode, which was filmed on that day. But the main problem was Cyberlink just stopped working, and that was my main problem. So throughout the week I canceled shows. I managed to make the extreme preview of SummerSlam, and I also managed to upload the movie trailers that was gonna air on the 29th episode. So there you have it, the three trailers, the Expendables, Step Up 3D, Eat, Pray, Love. You have seen them. So now let's just get into tonight's show, which is a combined episode of the 29th episode and the 30th episode. This is the longest Extreme Show episode yet, and will be the best in my mind, as we will talk about a lot of things, including focusing the spotlight on the Expendables as it is the Extreme Expendables night. So ladies and gentlemen, let's kick it off for the Friday night movie hunt. But before we check out the movies that we've got for tomorrow night, let's talk about a movie that was just premiered last Wednesday nationwide, and that is Vampires Suck. It's a great movie, and it is kind of about the Twilight Saga, and to make it a trashy version and more funny, that's more comedian. Anyways, it will be amazing, and you can go check it out in your nearest theater. Now let's check out the movies for tomorrow night, Friday, August the 20th. First off, we've got Lottery Ticket, starring Bow Wow and Brandon T. Jackson. Let's check out the trailer, but right before you go there, as you are seeing, there is no something to drink, because it is Ramadan. I'd like to say Ramadan Kareem to all my fellow Muslims in the world, and for those who just think that Muslims are all terrorists, well, he can F off. And let's check out the trailer. Welcome back to the mega episode 29th and 30th, of course, Extreme Expendables night. Moving on with our second movie of the night, entitled Piranha. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce it. Piranha 3D. You're checking the poster now, and it is starring Richard Dreyfuss. Let's check out the trailer, and we'll be right back on the Extreme Show. Welcome back. Now in 2005, a new movie was released on that year, and it was entitled Nanny McPhee. Now in 2010, she returns, entitled Nanny McPhee Returns. But hold on just a minute. I know that I'm not in US, obviously, but in US it will premiere tomorrow night. But right where I come from, Kuwait, it aired in April. So that's like, who's laughing now? You got Expendables, I will get it in September, and you did not get Nanny McPhee 4 months ago. So who's the big guy now, huh? It's still you. Anyways, the movie is starring, where is it? Yeah, excuse me. Starring Emma Thompson. Let's check out the trailer, and we'll be right back on the Extreme Show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Extreme Show, and now with our last and final movie. It is the fourth movie of the evening, entitled The Switch, starring Hancock's own Jason Bateman and Jennifer Aniston. Why did I say Hancock's own? Hancock's own? What did I say? Anyways, because that's the first time I've seen Bateman in, and he really just satisfied me, and he is a true entertainer and a true actor. Let's check out The Switch. Welcome back to the show. Now, the movies that you have seen in trailers will premiere tomorrow night nationwide on August 20th, of course. Now, let's get on with the entertainment news and updates. Now these were currently from 29th episode of last week, but I still have to bring it up because it's really important. Now last week on Sunday we have seen the 2010 Teen Choice Awards, of course, which aired on Monday. It was great, everything was great, the awards and stuff like that. Bieber got 3 awards, a lot of people earned their awards, of course. But what I'm here to discuss is how Katy Perry ruined the hosting industry alongside with the guys of Glee. Now, she has no charisma, she wasn't funny at all, and she totally ruined the whole hosting industry. She did it with the guys of the Glee, which I also hate. I know why people are making a huge thing out of it, but I seriously hate the show. And also Katy Perry, I don't love her, but I have nothing against her, but in the show, she totally ruined the hosting industry. I've said it for the 3rd time, and I'm willing to say it for the 4th time. You ruined what we do for a living, which I'm not getting paid for. Anyways, let's move on. Let's get a couple of updates for Justin Bieber. Now, Bieber have announced that he will release a book somewhere in the end of 2010, and his title, the title of the book, of course, My First Step to Forever, Justin Bieber's Story, which is a great book. I bet it will be a good book, which I have to read so I can get forever, that is. Anyways, we got the second update for Justin Bieber, and what's the update? Well, it's just Justin Bieber is proactive. How? Let's check out the promo.
Hey guys, Justin Bieber here. There are some things that just come with being a teenager. Your feet grow like crazy, I can't stop that. The hormones kick in, I don't want to stop that. And then there's zits, I can't stop that. That's why I use Proactive, because there's no way I'm going to let a bunch of zits get in my way. I used to think that Proactive was only for the hardcore cases. Guess what? It's also just right for kids like me. It's totally easy. It's like 1, 2, 3, done. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's pretty chill. Hey, what's up, guys? Justin Bieber here. We're behind the scenes of the Proactive shoot. We got my boys back here. We're all playing ball, having fun. And, you know, it always feels good coming out here. You got clear skin, Proactive. Keep it going. Make sure you use it. I'm going to go play ball.
There you have it. Bieber is proactive, and I got to have that product to solve everything and everything I made. Oh my god, I have a lot of those. Let's go on and let's enter World Wrestling Entertainment, but before that, TNA Wrestling. I got only one thing to say. Did TNA bring back the original ECW? Well, last week on Hardcore Justice, they brought the best that pro wrestling can offer, because in my mind, Extreme Wrestling is the best wrestling ever, and on Hardcore Justice they just shined and might have stolen the light from last Sunday's pay-per-view SummerSlam, but of course Team WWE's victory was so amazing that it even erased our memory that Hardcore Justice was. And also last Thursday on TNA, the whole effing show was great but ended with a huge brawl. We'll have more details on tonight's show of TNA on Spike TV. Anyways, let's move on with World Wrestling Entertainment as usual. Before I kick it off, I'd like to kick it off actually with the SummerSlam Access, because it was a huge SummerSlam weekend. Started last week with the WWE karaoke on Lopez Tonight, which is my favorite comedian, to the Access Pass, and of course ending up with the pay-per-view itself, live from LA, and it was amazing. Let's check out the WWE SummerSlam Access Pass. We just checked out the WWE SummerSlam All Access. I should have said All Access, it's better. Anyways, you have seen how great it was, starting off with the karaoke, ending with the pay-per-view itself. It was tremendous in LA, and let's just get it on. Now at first, let's check out SummerSlam. We've got your winner is Randy Orton by disqualification. Sheamus thought it through, and he had thought that with a disqualification he will not lose his title. And as for the anonymous general manager, Orton had the last chance to become champion. As for Sheamus, doesn't lose it to someone else. So what does that mean to Night of Champions? Who will Sheamus face? I don't know, let's go on and hopefully we'll get more details. Well, not the last match of SummerSlam, the very previous one. It was Kane one-on-one with Mysterio. Kane defeated Mysterio, but the casket, he keeps opening it and closing it, and it ended up like what we have had in mind. The Undertaker gets out from anywhere, and of course from the casket. I don't know how, maybe like from the under, or he was like under it. It's fucking, okay, I cannot say that. It's just technology. Anyways, Kane just was shocked that the Undertaker was right there. Then Mysterio says, it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. Undertaker realizes that that Kane did it, and then they strangle and stuff, and then Kane gets taken with a tombstone, which was pretty shocking that each return of the Undertaker leaves an impact. Like, was it last year when he chokeslammed Edge through the ring? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, anyways, let's just move on. I seriously do not know. I have no idea when that happened, but let's just move on. For the main event, and which was my favorite match of the night, and it was a great match that I didn't get entertained for a match so far in this year as for the main event of SummerSlam. First off, we all knew that The Miz eventually will not be on the team. Cena, when he got the mic, I said, come on Triple H, get out! And I just said, Undertaker maybe, but at the end it turned out to be the returning Bryan Danielson, right? Yeah, Bryan Danielson. It was amazing, but is it Daniel Bryan? Well, he has the same names. Anyways, why did he get fired at the first place? They did not kick him out. The actual fact was that Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, just got over the PG limit. He strangled the ring announcer with his own tie. That was over PG of the WWE limits, and therefore he was suspended or yet again fired. But the rumors have it since that day, they said the WWE just removed him from the lights and camera and just kept him and saved him for a huge return such as this one. Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, just brought the best that he can offer. He eliminated 3 superstars, and you have seen his amazing moves and kicks. He was tremendous. He eliminated the first, he has the first elimination, which was really under the minute. The first guy got eliminated was Darren Young, and I really feel sorry for him because, well, you know why. Anyways, let's move on to Monday Night Raw, and SummerSlam continued there with the anonymous general manager saying that each member of Nexus should face each member of Team WWE, which ended up with any member of Nexus who loses will leave Nexus, not Monday Night Raw or the huge company, but will leave the Team Nexus, and therefore all of them have succeeded their matches except one, which was the main event of Monday Night Raw. Cena defeated Darren Young, and Young left the Nexus, but he left it with a huge beating of his life as the remaining 6 members of Nexus just teared him apart like they were a wolf pack or something. Let's move on. Also, what we have learned from WWE Monday Night Raw this past Monday night, that Orton and Sheamus thing is here to stay. Even though the anonymous general manager have said that this is the last opportunity for Orton, we might see a match between Sheamus and Orton at Night of Champions, and of course with no disqualifications and nowhere that Sheamus can run, and especially that means a steel cage match to me. But who am I to just predict? I predicted that Nexus attack Taker. I predicted that Triple H will be the 7th member. I predicted a lot of things that came down to the toilets. Anyways, let's move on to NXT last Tuesday, which was pretty sad night for me, as I've seen Showtime Percy Watson to leave the show pretty early. He left alongside with Husky Harris, and now the remaining rookies are Caval, Alex Riley, and my guy Michael McGillicuddy. Now I believe the only reason that Alex Riley is still in the picture is because of The Miz and now the rivalry between The Miz and Bryan Danielson. Daniel Bryan, I cannot just say one name for him. Anyways, I believe this is a huge rivalry, and I believe that at Night of Champions, Daniel Bryan might have a good chance beating The Miz for the United States Championship. That's another prediction of mine that might go to the toilet. It could. Anyways, I don't know why not next week is the final episode of NXT, but it could be in the second week. I don't know. They just did not make us vote on WWE.com, and they didn't let us know anything about when is the final showdown for season 2 of NXT. Now let's move on. This is a new thing I'm doing. I always keep forgetting about WWE Superstars. I believe it's a great show, tremendous, featuring Raw and SmackDown. I used to be with the ECW, and it is a tremendous show again. Tonight you will see WWE Superstar, you will see Jack Swagger versus the Masterpiece Chris Masters. I'm pulling it for Chris Masters, of course. Let's move on. Well, that's it for World Wrestling Entertainment, and now it's time for Extreme Expendables to kick on, and let's focus the spotlight on them. Let's check out this. Wow, that's a huge promo for the movie that most of you have seen. And last week, on the last day of the week, Sunday, I mean Saturday, of course. No, it was Sunday. Haha, it was Sunday. Anyways, it got ranked first for the US box office, which was my prediction, and it got over $30 million as for the first week of premiering. Was that my prediction, right? It beat it Avatar, right? Maybe not, possibly not. By the way, the background noise that you're hearing is just from the kitchen. It's located right before you, right? Yeah, it's like in the background. Anyways, because it's Ramadan and we cook it hard. Anyways, let's move on. Let's focus the spotlight yet again on the Extreme Expendables. I keep saying that because it is a better title. Anyways, it's not only used for the Expendables themselves in the movie, but I am using it, excuse my voice, I'm gonna use it for Team WWE because they were totally expendables, and of course they all owe it all to Cena and Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan. Now let's move on. Let's have the main cast members. Of course, Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Mikey Rourke, Eric Roberts, Randy Couture, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Terry Crews, also featuring and also starring Bruce Willis and the Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. It is a tremendous movie, a huge action-packed movie. Jimmy Fallon says there's no, each 5 seconds there's somebody will be killed. They exploded everything. I cannot wait for it to air in our country in September. It is a tremendous movie, ladies and gentlemen. Now with the main production companies, and the main one that we all were familiar with is Lionsgate. Let's get with the writing credits. Screenplay was made by David Callahan alongside with Sylvester Stallone, and the story was created by David Callahan. The movie, of course, was directed by Sylvester Stallone. The movie first aired in the huge premiere in LA, Hollywood, on August the 3rd, 2010. That's all I've got to say for the Extreme Expendables. This was the mega episode of the Extreme Show. I will leave you with another trailer of the Expendables that you have not seen from me, of course. It is a tremendous movie. I support it. I love you all to go watch it right now in the USA. And for Kuwait guys, well, wait for it and eat. Anyways, this is all. I thank you for watching the longest running Extreme Show of them all. Wow, I just stole Ross. I just stole Ross' catchphrase. Anyways, it is tremendous being with you each and every week. I hope this error doesn't happen or occur again. I love you all. Hit the subscribe button right up there because I'm really tired because my voice is gonna erase because I'm fasting and there is no water to drink, of course, till after 6 hours from now, plus 6 hours. Anyways, thanks for watching. I love you all again, and don't miss the Extreme Show weekly on Thursdays. I love you all. Again, hit the subscribe button up there. Thanks for watching from the Extreme King of Kings films. This is AL-Mazeedi.